Welcome to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne will teach you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.
On today's episode of Claim Your Excellent Life, we are going to be speaking about those things that bother us about other people. And there can be many of them. Like, for example, I have a client right now who's a sweetie pie. She's working a lot of hours. And one of the things that's making her kind of crazy is the fact that her house is a mess every time she enters it after working a full day. She fully realizes that perhaps this could be her fault because she never really forced her kids to clean up after themselves, and now they're teenagers and they're still waiting for her to do it. This is a problem. Other things that people do that make us crazy. I had a question from a Corin who wanted to know why it was that her mother could never have a real conversation with her. Why it was that she always had to talk about what she wanted to talk about, meaning the mother. And there's a lot of reasons why this happens, but the most important reason for this is because the person is totally self-involved. Sadly, I had to let the Corin know that her mother was incapable of actually caring enough about her to take the time or the energy to listen to what she was saying and to respond respectfully. This happens a lot of times because people are going through mental health issues, or maybe they have abuse of substance issues, things of this nature. Most parents are capable of hearing what their kids have to say, take an interest in what they have to say, and want to be present for them. However, there are those parents without the capacity, and these are the parents that really should never have had kids in the first place. They don't have the skill set to raise them. How about the situation where you're making a comment and then somebody has to overtalk you or interrupt you? Unfortunately, this happens every time I am having a conversation with somebody after class or during breaks in class. And it is a horrifically terrible thing, in my opinion, because there's something called respect. That means you wait until a conversation is over before interrupting a conversation that's already happening. However, in this day and age, people are so into the need to get the impulse taken care of mentality, thanks to their smartphones, text messaging, and anything else that they do social media-wise, that there is no patience to wait for a conversation to end. It's just me, now. Who cares about what anybody else is doing? And unfortunately, more often than not, the person that I'm talking to really isn't bothered by this. Of course, these kids are a lot younger than me, and I haven't really found a really good way of taking care of this, except to let the people involved realize that this is really rude, it's not going to help in the work world, and to be patient and take their turn. Who knows, over time maybe they might grow up a bit. Hard to say. How about those people who have to always say that they've been in a better or worse situation than what you're discussing? So you have an issue or a concern, and you're talking to this person because you just want validation. And then they go ahead and they tell you how horrible their world was, or how much better their life is, or whatever it is. It's always a comparison to whatever they're involved with. These people have no sense of self at all. The ones who have to make it seem like their lives are worse than yours are people who seriously need to get some help. Because everything's about them. People who think that their world is a hell of a lot better than yours and they're always trying to make things feel great, like what a lot of people have on Facebook pages these days, or Pinterest and wherever else they put this stuff. The reality is that most people really don't want others to know what's going on truthfully in their lives. This is the reason why social media like Facebook pages that are just talking about the individual's life are really not worth much, at least in my opinion. All my Facebook pages, and I have several of them, are related to my business. My personal Facebook page is where I put all my Facebook Lives, where I share information about hypnosis, mental health, physical health, personal development, and spirituality. Every now and again, I might share something personal if it has some relevance to something that's going on in this world. However, it is my belief that private things need to remain private, and other things that where you can help other people learn from your experiences can be shared. It should always be in a positive light. The exception maybe being if someone's going through a really hard time because maybe someone in their family is ill and they want to share that and get other people to give them some positive, loving feedback. We all need that. However, I would suggest firmly that you go into the people who you see eye to eye and soul to soul, heart to heart on a daily basis, because those are the people who truly know and love you and care about you, the people you're involved with day to day. They're going to have a lot more to give you than people on social media, especially if you don't really know those people that well. And I can tell you, I've been doing lives daily for quite some time, and it feels like I know these people. But the reality is I don't have any way to truly know these people because I only know them through the few comments they put on my lives. The people that I know are the people I interact with every day. Same is true for you. So be aware of what people are sharing and hold those things that are personal. No need to gab about them. No need to make yourself look like you're having a hard time with somebody else or a better time than somebody else. Just be real. First with yourself and then with the other people around you. And then what you're going to find is you're going to be attracting a hell of a lot more people who are real, transparent, caring, and perhaps intelligent all at the same time. That is my remedy for dealing with these sorts of people. I don't attract them into my life in the first place, period. Well, I hope that you have gotten some ideas on how to handle these folks, because it's important for us to get some emotional intelligence here on planet Earth. And a lot of it has to do with how it is that we comport ourselves out in the world in which we live. Because the bottom line is, you're going to get out what you put out. So if you don't like what you're getting back, perhaps you should look at what you're putting out there in the first place. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time.
If you have enjoyed Claim Your Excellent Life, we'd really appreciate it if you go over to iTunes and give it a 5-star review. If you have found Claim Your Excellent Life to be helpful to you, and maybe even life-altering with the information that we have shared here, and to allow us to continue this work, which we really do enjoy doing for you, you can sponsor us at patreon.com. That's spelled P as in Paul, ATREON as in Nancy.com. Again, that's P as in Paul, AT as in Tom, REON as in Nancy.com, where there's a few different levels of sponsorship that you can choose from to help us to continue doing this work. We thank you for any assistance that you are able to give us.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck. where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne teaches you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.